So I will need to sum up all the 5 elements here. So in order to do that, I need one variable to hold the value. So I can use a variable sum equal to sum plus 1. Plus, not plus 1. Sum plus the value of copy test I. Okay, what happened here is that I'm summing up all the elements inside my copy test array, so which means all the 5 elements. After I got the sum, then I can use it for the average. So in order so average would be something like this. It will be outside of this loop, because sum will increment, so it will be holding the total value. So my average will be average equal to sum divided by size, our constant size. Okay, and in order to use sum and average, I haven't declared them, so I need to declare int sum equal to 0, comma average equal to 0. Can also declare as double. Okay, we can do double better. If let's say maybe we'll have decimal value. So now I have declared them to 0, and then I can see out the sum is the sum of all elements is okay, then sum and 9 out the average is average and 9. Okay, let's compile, and then let's see. Right, so the sum of all elements is 250, and the average is what? 46. So that's how you calculate the average. So you need to sum first, then only you can do the average. Right. The next one is to find highest value in an array. So still we're going to use this test example. Right. So just now we have calculate the average. So now we'll just delete all this. We need to find the highest value in this test. Right, so let me rearrange this value so that I will have 50 as my highest. So just put 20 there. Right, now we'll delete this double sum. Right, for this again, finding highest value, you need one variable to store your highest value. So int highest equal to, since we are going to start with element 0, the first element, so we'll store the value of the first element of our array. Okay, now so inside our A, so we have the counter. Okay, so I equal to 1, because we'll start with 1 because our highest value variable has been initialized with test 0. So now we are going to do a comparison. If test I is bigger than highest, right? So then highest is equal to Si. Okay, just this simple. So now I can see out highest, highest, right? Now we see out highest, HIT, and we'll see what happened. Right. So compile, run. So the highest is 50. Right. So let's change. Maybe put 70 here. Compile, run. Highest is 70. So simple, isn't it? Right. Lowest is simple, right? So you just need to change this value, this symbol. We got the lowest is 20, right? Okay, simple. Right, for partial field arrays, uh, sometimes you need to store a series of items in an array, but you do not know the number of items that there are. As a result, you do not know the exact number of elements needed uh, for the array. So one solution is to make that array large enough to hold the largest expected number of elements, and so to use counter variable to keep track of the number of items stored in the array. Okay, so let's say in some scenario, let's say I want to have to to create a program that allow teachers to key in marks, test marks of their students. So there are many classes and each class have different sizes. So I do not know what is the exact size. Sometimes 40, sometimes 60, and so on. So maybe what I can do is I can create a large array of size 100. Okay, so I won't do the initialization because I want them to key in, right? Right. So now I can just delete all this. Okay, and I need to introduce one variable, empty count, because what I will do is our count equal to 0. Now is 0 as they key in the test score, and when they stop, as they key in the test score, I will increment count, and when they stop, I'll take the count value as the size of the class. Okay, and hence the size of the array. Okay, so I'm not going to use 4 to ask them to key in values. Instead, I'm going to use uh, I'm going to use call while. So this is what's going to happen. So see out enter score or -1 to quit. 9 C in num, then I num is not equal to -1, and count is smaller than my size. My size is 100. Okay, while these two is met, what happened? First I will increment count plus plus, then I'll put the test count. Well, can always put count plus plus after. Let's count. So maybe equal to num. Then we put count plus plus, and then see out this again. See out this again, right? Okay. So where's my y? In order to print out, I'll use for loop for I and I equal to 0, I smaller than count, because I already increment count, I plus plus, sorry. See out. Okay, let's try this out. Combine. So enter a score of 50. Enter 80. Enter 17. Enter 60. 100. Enter 50. Enter 30. Enter. So now I want to create. So will give you print out the value that you have entered. So let's try this again with a smaller size. Run 60, enter 80, enter 30, enter -1. Right? So this one, this is very useful when you don't know what is the exact size that you should use for your array. So in order, next is comparing arrays. Okay, how do you compare two arrays? Okay, let's say you have two arrays. Okay, right, to compare two arrays. Okay, so I have written the code here. So I have array 1 and array 2. At the moment their content are similar, exact similar. So in order to compare two array, you need to have a boolean variable. So I have boolean equal to true. This is the it's a flag variable, so it can be true or false only. And then we have a counter, count. Okay, so we use the while to loop. Okay, while equal is true and count is smaller than size, which means that we haven't gone through the whole array yet, then do the following. So then we do the checking. If array 1 count is not equal to array 2 count, then equal will become false. When equal become false, the next iteration, this it will not satisfy the condition, the while condition anymore. So we'll stop immediately, and it will go to this if equal is true, it will see out this, else it will see out no. So if it's false, immediately we'll stop the loop and come to the if and else, and it will see out the arrays are not equal. But if it's true, it will keep counting, it will keep looping, and will go on until this one is false, or until count is equal to size. Okay, which means, and the equal remains true, then it will return the arrays are equal. So let's compile this.